What's up, family? Welcome back. If you watch this channel, then you know there are two things that I talk about often. One of those is black love, and the other is black media representation. Well, we've taken a massive step backward in both regards with this new film that's just dropped, Is God Is. I'm gonna share some reactions and then we'll go over why I believe this movie is so detrimental.
Is God Is, and it's with Janelle Monáe, Vivica A. Fox, and Sterling Brown. Okay, so you have these twin sisters with burns and scars on their face and hands, and they get sent by their mother to kill their father who gave them the scars. And then the movie is really about the quest of them going to do it or not do it.
One of the reasons why I find this movie so problematic is because we always hear protect black women, women. Well, the number one protector of a woman, of all women, has always been the husband and the father. And in this movie, the black man, the husband, the father is the villain. Now, if this was a one-off thing, I could live with it. But time and time again, the black man is portrayed as the villain when it comes to the stories of black women.
I'm going to defy the systems that seek to oppress me by dating a white woman. I love black women, unless they're darker than macchiato. I have the strength of 10 men, but I also write poetry. My wife is black, and I beat her. I can't read. The only things I care about in life are God, my single mama, and basketball. I'm from Atlanta, but my accent is New York.
I must be fair, I have not seen the movie. I'm just going off of what I've seen in the trailer. Maybe there's a plot twist, maybe there's an underlying message, but based off of what I've seen on the trailer, I don't like it. But there are others who have seen the movie that see it differently.
I just seen the movie Is God Is. Straight 10s across the board. Everyone has to see that, especially if you're a black woman. And the thing, like the overall message I got from that movie is listen to black women or everybody dies. That's what I got from that movie. So that's the moral of the story, kids. No spoilers though. And then apart from that too, I would also say, you know, like the patriarchy is a motherfucker.
Excellent. I'm sure that's what Hollywood execs will say if they were to see this video, because this is exactly how they want black women feeling as they leave the theater.
Is God Is. I need y'all to go see it. I want the theaters filled. I'm kind of sad we're not talking about it as much as we used to talk about Sinners. Is God Is going to be the next movie that people are going to write dissertations about. It's the next movie that's going to have the internet in a frenzy. Okay, there's going to be a division. There's going to be think pieces. When I tell you there's going to be 70 different ways this movie has been dissected, you thought people dissected Sinners? Wait until you see Is God Is, because the amount of people that are going to find thousands of ways to approach this movie, it is the Western, it is the neo-noir, it is the blood gore. If you love Quentin Tarantino, if you want to see us on some revenge, when I say you've never seen something like this.
Okay, so she mentioned three things I want to point out so far. 1 being Sinners, 2 being Quentin Tarantino, and 3 being revenge. First one, Sinners. Yeah, I really don't see this movie doing the numbers that Sinners did, mainly because it's vilifying half its base. In Sinners, who were the villains? Sinners was a movie for black people, about black people. Is God Is for black women against black men. Then when we look online with a lot of online discourse, when black men go online and criticize black women, it's them seeing black women as a problem or working with the enemy. Black women far often see black men as the enemy, and I think this movie just reinforces that. 2, she talked about Quentin Tarantino and revenge. What's Quentin Tarantino's most famous revenge movie? Kill Bill. Who's the protagonist in that movie? Who's the antagonist in those movies? Who is Kitty getting her revenge against? Well, the movie starts off with her marrying her white husband, and the rest of the movies follows her as she goes around getting her revenge on everybody that attacked her on her wedding day. Now, who was the villain in Is God Is? It's not the white man, it's not white people. It is the black man. And a lot of black women have internalized this to where now they see the black man as their enemy just as much, if not more, than white men. And we see it play out in real world all the time. Here's a group of black women talking to non-black men, and what they're requesting is absolutely heinous.
I don't want to deal with black men at all.
I love all men and not black men. Just not black men.
Well, is there any women here who don't want to deal with men, period, or is it just black men, or is it a mixture?
It's just black men, and we actually want non-black men's help in this corrections that you speak of.
So what are the corrections that you're looking for specifically?
Force, because that's the only thing that's gonna work.
But I mean, what are you looking for black men to arrive at? A place of understanding of like, what do you want to see?
Well, me
We believe that there is no hope for them. That we don't believe in changing their minds. We don't. But I'm trying not to say what I really want to say because you're on stage. But if they could not exist, hey, we wouldn't be mad at.
In real talk, do not spend one single penny to go see this movie. In fact, it needs to be boycotted. You will never see white movies like this. They have, in the trailer alone, they are trying to implement mind control and propaganda to the black woman against black men. Look at the caption, make your daddy dead, real dead. They have Vivica A. Fox playing the mother of two daughters, which they are trying to kill the husband or the man that created those two daughters.
You go back to slavery. It started with females. That's why they took the biggest, strongest male, bring them in front of all the women and kids, beat the fuck out of them. You know what I mean? Similar to what we're seeing today. When you see it being murdered over and over again, they publicizing that. It's everywhere. Police killing niggas. It's constantly being put in front of our faces. So you show that this nigga looks strong, but he ain't really strong compared to the system or the white man, so to speak. Just giving you the imagery, right? Well,
they're basically desensitizing our people to the black male masculinity.
Yeah. And now we used to seeing get fucked up to the point where we okay with we don't even realize we programmed to believe black men ain't shit before you even interact with a black man that ain't shit. It's in your mind. You know what I mean?
Anybody see the propaganda? Anybody see how all ain't shit and all ain't shit? You see how real love doesn't exist? You see how everybody is some kind of bitch? Do you see it? Do you see?
Perry do? No. The opposite of Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry is a puppet for them, for Hollywood. Tyler Perry pushed all type of agendas and stereotypes. He one of their best puppets.
What's good, baby? How was your day?
Bitch, you think I actually give a fuck how your day was?
I don't give a fuck about you,
Dusty bitch.
Oh, and Keisha coming over later. Me and her going to get it on. You're welcome to join us. Or you could just stand there looking stupid how you always do. Need to get your big round ass in that kitchen and start cooking. I drained your bank account.
Don't you ever question me.
Your auntie pregnant with my baby. Yeah, this your last day living in here. What you mean why I'm treating you this way? You a black broad in a Tyler Perry movie. You gonna have to wait to the end of this movie to catch a break, sis.
Bill Cosby was gonna bring back that educational type shit in Black Family where it's not no weird shit going on. Like, it's a real nuclear black family. A strong black masculine father.
With a black woman.
Strong feminine woman.
Well, for blacks and whites, it's completely different. There is an alpha white male in almost every TV show, commercial, ever. Action, movie. There's alpha white males every place. But it's not so for black people. We are relegated to more character. The guys who are like me, all you can hope for is, being Queen Latifah or somebody else's date that day,
right?
On living single or whatever. That's all the more attractive or alpha males. That's all we could do.
Right.
That's all that was written for us.
Or the prison roles.
You still look at it. There's only a handful even now. Things like, remember in the 70s, it was on an equal playing field. Every black leading man, they were attractive, smart, could fight. You had to be the guy that other guys wanted to be and the one that women wanted to be with. After the 70s, we grew up with Denzel Washington and he was the only one. Denzel and who the hell else?
Wesley Snipes.
Okay, do you think that's a good comparison? That is a trip because we have not been in charge of our image.
Think about all the Disney princesses. Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella. These are European princesses that got their European prince. Princess Jasmine got her Arabian prince. Mulan, she got her Chinese man. The only black Disney princess couldn't even be with a black man.
Prince Naveen is not black. These are his parents in the animated movie. We can look at his mom very closely. Her clothes are most likely a sorry, please correct me if I'm wrong, and his parents clearly don't look black. They're from Macedonia and again, presumably South Asian. The person that actually voices Naveen is not South Asian himself, he is Latino, but it's very clear he's not black. He's not the first ever black Disney prince, even though we all thought this when we were younger. So I think we do need a Disney prince that is black, representing black culture. I think that'll be really great.
Oh, here's an actor that voiced Prince Naveen, and they made the black man the villain.
Hollywood is not really there to entertain you. Like, that's great that that happens, but propaganda is something that is important to all civilizations.
The government will stop a movie from coming out. They will also pay you to put content in the movie that's favorable to their agenda.
Well, propaganda in Hollywood movies is built into the ingredients list. It's like if you want flour, you need wheat. You're going to have to get the wheat. And if you want to be able to make movies about certain subjects, you have to be willing to work with some people. That, you know, it would be nice if you made it so that this is what we're trying to accomplish, and this is showing the negative side of this other society, and this is and this is our hero. Is our hero who's going to go do America's bidding and go over there, and you're like, okay. And those movies are successful, and so they continue this relationship, and you become a bit of a propaganda arm for the government, and in turn, they don't fuck with you.
Right. But that's what makes information so powerful.
So I just finished watching The Color Purple, and honestly, I'm kind of over it. In my opinion, Color Purple is one of the most ahistorical movies ever made about Black America.
The older I get, the more I start to realize The Color Purple was sisters with white husbands being used to create propaganda against brothers. The first thing you gotta notice about The Color Purple is it's not based on a true story. If it's not a true story, that leads me to ask, whose imagination created a story to be produced by mass media where black men are seen as the antagonists and not the victims themselves of the institution of slavery?
I mean, let's just think about it, right? Black men oppressing black women on plantations during the Reconstruction era and Jim Crow. I mean, this movie is a total fantasy. It's meant to confuse younger generations about their own history, and I'm not really for it. And to me, it just feels like complete and total propaganda and total and utter BS.
I mean, if you look at the movie, overtly it's an indictment against the black man. Wasn't a black man in the movie that came off well.
Meet the author of The Color Purple, Alice Walker, the first black woman to be married legally to a white man in Mississippi. Now, of course, you could say having a white husband doesn't mean that she has a disdain for brothers. She sure hopped into the milk as soon as she could. Who would agree to play in such a movie where black men are depicted as the antagonists of black women? Here's Whoopi Goldberg smiling in the face of her white boyfriend at the time as he has blackface on. Does she look like she's going to make sure black men are seen in a positive light? Whoopi has been married not once, not twice, but 3 times to white men. Guess she gonna keep knocking till they let her in. Woman that played the role of Suge, also married to a white man. As well as Maya Angelou, who even said she didn't agree with interracial marriage, despite being in one. I guess the closest you could say that someone was married to a brother was Oprah, but even she refuses to marry her light, bright bundle of joy.
Now, let me be clear. I'm not saying that there were not toxic relationships. I'm not saying that there were not abusive black men during that time. There absolutely was. Black America was incredibly traumatized. I'm also just adding the fact that there were also likely abusive black women. And notice in this entire movie that there's this whole theme of black women fighting oppression.
So the image that we get here is the strong woman coming through all the time. The woman that is abused, the woman that is misused, the woman that is the strength and the cornerstone of everything. Everybody dumps on the woman, and finally we get a strong woman and she gets a man that is so weak that she ends up fighting white people while he stands on the sideline trembling. You're sitting in your chair angry as hell that that man ain't a man. And then you say, just like my husband. No good, so and so.
I mean, you could say it was well produced and it was a good film, but what kind of brother or sister has time to make a movie about fake black trauma instead of telling real stories about black love? Oh yes, people that have no vested interest in seeing black love promoted.
I said it before, I'm going to say it again. Black love is the answer. Black love between black people, black love between black men and black women, them having love for their families. That is what's going to save the day. That has always been the biggest threat to white people. Black men working with their black women together. And that is why they always find a way to attack it. That's also why we need to do whatever we need to do to promote it.
Do we need men, black women? Do we need them? Oh my gosh. Yes. I know we're supposed to be short and sweet, but again, give it to us. Why would we not need them? Yes. Yes, that's insane. Society was able to convince us that we should throw our men away. Ooh. When we went through this epidemic, they told us that our men had no value. I would be nothing without my father. Yes, I need my father. I need black men. We all need black men. We need black families to be back on track with the entirety of our community.
I've seen you speak about, like black love, and I saw an interview that you did and you said loving a black woman is more than like me loving her. It's like I get the opportunity to be experiencing this. And the way you talk about your relationship, it seems like it was a bit healing for you. So talk about that a little bit, about like how it changed you.
As I grow with age, what I realize about love is how much of a selfless thing it is. But in my situation as a black man with a black woman, to me, it's just important to carry that example. You know what I mean? Because I like to think that I have a collective mindset. You know what I mean? And I think that it's my duty as a black man to love a black woman.
Yeah.
And to show up for a black woman. You know what I mean? A black woman gave me life. I want to always push that for our nation. And when I say our nation, I mean it's black people, you know what I'm saying? Collectively, that we got to understand that is our power.
Yeah.
That's why they call it the nuclear family. You know what I mean? It's nuclear power. You know what I'm saying? That is our way of how we heal ourselves, is within each other. I carry that proudly.
There's nothing in the world that could make me hate black men. I don't judge people based on one person. Like, it's not black men as a whole. There's so many different kinds of black men. There's always going to be a good black man somewhere for me, so.
I appreciate
I don't,
definitely.
Yeah.
I feel that way about black women.
But she's behind me 100%, man. She believes in everything I believe in. And whatever I do, she go right along with me and do it at the same time, with no doubts in her mind, because she knows that I'm positive, and she knows that I'm out to get over, and she knows that I'm going to try to get a piece of this country.
We come from a people who believe in the community of people. I am a woman who is here to nurture my children and my men. No, we absolutely need our men. Finish this statement. Black women or black men deserve what? Each other. Wow, that's simple. That's simple.